welcome to today's episode of The Daily Blend. I'm your host, AC, and we are joined in studio today by Susan Hart, who is the 2026 Mid-Missouri Go Red for Women Chair, and Melissa Gerke, who is the Development Director for the American Heart Association. How are you, ladies?
Great. How are you?
I am good. It is good to have you both back.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's good to be here.
Us.
Yes, you guys were here last year, and I feel like it's always important to have you guys back. Heart Month.
Yes.
Yep.
And the importance. Susan?
Yes, I'm the 2026 Go Red for Women Chair this year. And the reason I'm involved is because cardiovascular disease is prevalent in my family. It is what my family has. So it's something that I feel very worthy of my time and effort. And I just want to help empower women specifically to talk about cardiovascular disease because it looks different in women. And I think we just don't talk about that enough. So really going to spend this year raising funds, raising awareness, and just really building conversations about cardiovascular disease in women.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's definitely worth talking about all the time. And I appreciate your heavy involvement. And Susan is one of those people, like, she walks what she talks. Like, she is very serious about it. Earlier last year, my mom had a little bit of a scare. I reached right out to Susan immediately, and Susan immediately jumped into action. Here's some numbers you can call these people. You followed up. You made sure she was taken care of, and I appreciate that.
Right. And I think it's really important because cardiovascular disease presents differently in women.
Yes.
I'm not medical, but it does. The research shows us, and that was what was happening with your family.
Yes.
And your mother knew something was wrong.
She knew it.
And so just getting right and learning how to advocate for ourselves. So I really believe, of course, we're raising money for research because that's very important, but the awareness so that when something's off, you don't feel right, you know where to go and who to ask for help. So.
Yes. And you're right. The advocating for yourself. And Melissa, you and I have talked about that as we've sat down together. The advocating for yourself part is very important.
It really is. I think that just as a group, women, we tend to feel like that's not something we want to do. You know, we're going to put everybody else first. We have a million things on our checklist. We don't feel confident in those spaces. And so such a big part of Go Red for Women, and one of the reasons why I'm so passionate about it, is just trying to bring women to feel like empowered. You know, I do know my own body. I do know if something's wrong. I'm empowered to speak about that. I'm empowered to put myself first sometimes and, you know, not say I don't have time for this today or this week, or, you know, my kids need me, or my job needs me, or my husband needs me. So every time we gather together a group of women and we're able to have these conversations, you know, the hope is that everybody walks away with that nugget and that feeling that they can do something and they can go ahead and take care of themselves in that way.
Yeah, I agree. And that's why I think it's important. Like, when you hear about these events, like, it's fun, of course, to go to these events and see all the people, you know, and dressed in all red. Like, that's fun. But the things that you hear at these events and the information that you take away, you hope that sticks. So that if you start to feel these things, or if you notice these things, or anybody around you, that you are empowered to say, hey, I might need to get this checked out.
Absolutely.
And I might need to speak up about this. Because it's easy to brush some of those things aside.
It is, especially because our symptoms do tend to be different than the classic, you know, men. The classic symptoms you hear about are the symptoms that men get. So that arm pain and that really crushing chest pain, that's not necessarily how you're going to feel as a woman. And so your symptoms are more subtle, indigestion or shoulder, you know, like a shoulder pain or just a light pressure, dizziness, things like that you could attribute to a lot of different things if you so chose, you know, so kind of having those pieces of the puzzle and knowing that these are some of the ways that this might show up in your, you know, in your health or your body, and then feeling like the worst thing that could happen is that you feel this probably just is indigestion and I'm not going to do anything and not go to the ER because you don't want to bother someone, right? They would love for you to come bother them. You know, the best case then is there is nothing wrong with you. But if there is, we want you to get that caught as soon as possible.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of events scheduled this year.
We do. We do. We're in Heart Month, so big time for us to kind of shine a light on this very topic. Wear Red Day is today, I think, Friday the 6th. And so, we would like everybody to wear their red, take pictures, tag us on social media. We have the Heart Ball coming up, Mid-Missouri Heart Ball in Jefferson City at the end of the month. And then Susan and I are, of course, already making plans and looking forward to and very excited about the 2026 Go Red for Women, which will be October 29th at the Atrium on 10th. And our STEM Goes Red for Girls event will be happening as well. So lots of good things to get involved with.
It's going to be a little bit different this year. We can't unveil all the secrets of it, but I'm just going to give a little teaser that it is going to be a different kind of event this year. So just keep your ears ready for that. It'll be
shaking
exciting.
things up a little bit. Make it a little fun and different. Just a little bit.
Okay, yeah.
It will look a little different.
Yeah,
so,
change
in
is
a great
good.
way.
Yeah, of course it will be in a great way. But still, women will be able to get the same great information, of course. And you still get the fellowship, that you get when you go out to those events. And I love that you guys do the STEM event for the young girls.
Yes. So that's
a great event. We really, again, need women in the STEM fields. We need women as researchers, women as I say it's the women who take care of the patients, the women who are going to build the hospitals, and the women who are going to take care of the financial part of it, because we really have focused the STEM event on those three things. We have sponsors that come out and do hands-on activity with our 8th grade women that are in Columbia Public Schools. It's a whole day event. We have it at Stevens. It's just really amazing. We work with groups with my company doing construction related. We have hands-on with the physician's assistance program and the financial part of it. So it's just really a amazing event to just educate and because the more we have women that are in those spaces and doing the research, the more we can talk about how it presents and what it looks like in women.
That's very true. And starting in the 8th grade is super smart and very important. Yeah. Okay, and tell us the website for people who may want more information.
So you can find out more information about Go Red for Women at goredforwomen.org. Heart.org/Columbia Go Red for Women is where you can find out about our Go Red event.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Well, always good to have you.
Thank you for having us so much.
Hopefully we see you back here next February
Absolutely.
for
Always.
Heart Month.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Adonica.